Hi, so we've been asked to give an update on exactly how we feel by tracking for the past 2 days and running after a negotiator. So we thought it would be a good idea to let you in one of our little tracker discussions, which are simple to understand and provide a bit of fun and clarity to what's happening at the moment in the Bangkok UN negotiations. So what I've been noticing is that India is still standing by its old arguments of equity, burden sharing, and per capita, saying that emissions will increase for our country, because we have developmental needs, and we have a huge burgeoning population and energy requirements. But I do feel that they are going to be a little more constructive in Bangkok with regards to technology in particular, the intellectual property rights of technologies, and forestry as well. Goris, I think Indonesia is also keen on forestry issues.
Yeah, I think our countries have a potential to come up with a good solution about forestry, because we are the second largest tropical countries in tropical forestry country in the world. So I think we already signed up several memorandum, especially with the Norwegian government. I think we can come up with a good solution, because we already plan to cut 26% emission in 2020, and if there is finance from other countries, there will be 41%. And the focus for our emission reduction is come from the forestry. We can control forest fire and some kind of technology. So I think if better we can focus on the forestry issue.
Yeah, similar, like we also have an energy intensity target of reducing 20 to 25%.
Yeah, China just had like the 12th five-year plan. So we have confirmed the goal of the carbon intensity of energy intensity. So I think that for this Bangkok conference, it's very important for us to explain to the world what does it mean. What does it mean for the negotiation, and what does it mean, and how we are going to implement it. So yesterday we just had the workshops to explain those steps. Yeah. Also, I do think that it's very likely that the Chinese delegates would like to push on the Western countries and all the developed countries to carry out their commitments, which are made at Copenhagen, at Cancun. And also, I have heard some news that they would like to push forward the financial and technology transfer stuff.
The main thing why we're here is because we need to explain to everybody how these decisions make an impact on people back home, especially for a country like India, where it will affect the common man's need, considering we'll be taking an energy intensity target. It will even affect things like how much you're going to pay to go in a car to work, or how much are you going to pay, or how much are you going to get as your wages eventually. So things here will go into national policy and then go down from top to bottom into local policies and affect all of our lives.
I think it's kind of embarrassing, because Indonesia should have done better. Yes, today that we just come up with the short presentation, short explanation about what we can do in next COP. But I think Indonesia should have come up with the leadership, because now we are leading ASEAN countries in Southeast Asia. I think it is kind of related, because the recent flood disaster in Thailand, Indonesia, it's shown to us that it kind of happened today. Climate change, it had impact to our community, because also Southeast Asian countries mostly is agricultural countries. It will be influence our rice production, our rice production decline. There will climate change, climate crisis. It will affect to the food crisis. So I think it's so important. So I think Indonesia should play more strategic role in this region, because we are leading ASEAN countries, and I think we should come up with the consensus between 10 countries in this region to make, I think, good
Yesterday there was no applause, the mood was down. Today the mood's completely different. You have, Australia and US and countries applauding Ghana's efforts in climate change and promising finance to support their actions. I mean, isn't that ironic that these countries are the problem, have created the problem originally, and now it's countries like ours which are taking leadership, or we are pushing them to take leadership to eventually get something and somewhere and build consensus. And I think that's really important now down to how things play and who builds consensus like India did in Cancun on the way to Durban. So I guess we're all looking forward to seeing how the next few days pan out.